Alright, here I am on YouTube, and I'm just going to show you a couple of tools that are really important as you are looking for high traffic videos to contact the video owners. And I want to say a couple things about these tools. First of all, YouTube has been changing these tools quite a bit. So the interface might look a little bit different, the layout might look a little bit different, but the important thing to note here is just the principles that I'm going to teach you and as far as what to look for with these tools. And the first thing that I want you to do is just to do a Google search. I've started recommending this in my videos instead of giving out URLs, just because the URLs seem to change so frequently, and this is a much better way. That way, if Google ever changes or YouTube ever changes the URL or changes the location of this tool, you'll still be able to find it. So it's best if you just do a Google search for YouTube Trends Dashboard, and then you can see that'll come right up on top there. We're going to click on that. Now, this is going to show you trends, and this is a really useful tool. You're going to see a lot of uses for this, even beyond what I show you here. But the first thing that I want to show you is you need to go over here to the right and click on most viewed, because we're actually interested in views. Now the shares, you can look at the shares. It'll show you the most shared videos on Facebook and Twitter in the last 24 hours, and that's pretty important too. You're actually probably going to see a lot of overlap when you look at those two. But we're interested in views. With this specific strategy, we're looking for videos that have views, because that is what we want. We want videos with a lot of views, because that means that we can get traffic to our site from those videos. So basically what you can do here is you can look at the trends, and this is going to show you just in the last 24 hours. Okay, now this is what they're currently showing. So what you want to do is, if they ever change this, you want to scroll over these links and it'll tell you what exactly they're showing you here in these trends. But what they're going to currently show you, if you click on most viewed, is the most viewed videos in the last 24 hours that were uploaded in the last 28 days. So any video uploaded basically in the last 28 days, in the last month, it's possible for that video to show up on this most viewed video list. It has to be uploaded in the last 28 days. Now, what this page measures, though, is any video uploaded in the last 28 days, how many views has it had in the last 24 hours. So if you can get the most views in 24 hours, you will show up on this trends dashboard. And why this is important to look at is this can show you videos that are trending. And so you can actually watch this page to look for videos that you might want to strike up an agreement with. Now, just because it got on this page means it got massive views in the last 24-hour period, that doesn't necessarily mean the views are going to be steady. And we're going to talk about some ways that you can predict if the view count is going to be steady, and to predict how much you should pay for that. So what you can do basically is you can find your area, your target location, and I just have it set for United States, and then you can also select an age, and I'm just going to do all ages for now, and you can also select a gender. You can separate it out by that. Now you can also compare it, which I think is a cool little feature. And what this can be really useful for is if you have a video on this page already and you know how much traffic it is delivering you, you can compare that known quantity with any other video that you're wondering about. So this would mean you'd have to know how much traffic one of these videos is delivering you. But if you have a video on this list that you've already somehow struck up an agreement with the video owner and you're getting traffic from that video, you could compare it with other videos on this list, as far as how many views they're going to get in a 24-hour period. That's basically what this is telling you. It's ranking the videos in numbers 1 through 10 and telling you how much traffic they got in a 24-hour period. So that's kind of why this is useful. If you have a video, say that's down here in number 9, and you know how much traffic this got you in the last 24-hour period, then you can also look at the number 9. I'm sorry, you can look at the number what's above and below it, and get an estimate for how much traffic these might deliver you as well. And if you know where a lot of your traffic is coming from, you can also drill down with city and age group and other demographics, and this can all help you predict how much traffic you'd get from a video. Just as a side note, if you can get a video in this list, in other words a video that you own, I'm not talking about an agreement with somebody, but if you can get a video in this list that you own, a lot of times it's a great way to get links to that video and to get that video mentioned and embedded in popular sites around the web, because a lot of editors and journalists will come and look at these lists to try to figure out what kind of trends do I need to make sure and mention in my news stories. So your video can get all kinds of publicity just by showing up in this list. And you can see, if we're looking at United States, all ages, and you scroll to the bottom of the list, you have videos with not that many views. I mean, only 143,000 views. That is not that much really to either to purchase the views yourself or to get on this as number 9. It wouldn't be that difficult. So you can see now a lot of these do have views in the millions, but you can see that there are videos with even lower views that end up on this list, and it's a great way to get publicity. And I've done this personally in some of my tests where I've actually purchased views for a video as a test, and that video ended up getting mentioned on really popular national newspaper sites and things like that, which got me a great backlink, got me a lot of more views, and the whole thing can start to sort of spiral. So the Trends dashboard has a lot of uses, even other than just trying to predict how many views you get. It can also just highlight for you, even if you don't really know how many views it's going to get. This can still highlight for you people that you might want to pursue as a possible link agreement or an advertising agreement. Of course, you want to apply the other tests to this video as well, to the videos, before you go out and you want to figure out how much you're willing to pay and all that. But this can bring up those videos, and you can go to different countries as well. Like, say if you're interested in a different country and your target market is Germany, you can see videos, possible video owners to connect with in Germany. You can see in other countries as well. You can see to get on this top list, it requires a lot fewer views as well than in the United States. So anyway, you can play around with that Trends dashboard. I'm sure this is going to change. There's going to be more features and things like that. So I don't want to spend too much time on it. I also want to draw your attention to just the YouTube Trends blog, which can tell you a lot as well. Now this is going to highlight the top of the top. I mean, like at this point where I'm recording this video, we've got the Harlem Shake, which is a huge trend. They talk about it. Top list of trending videos in 2012. So this is going to be really just skimming off the top of YouTube, and there might be fewer opportunities here. These are videos that have, you know, millions and millions of views. We've got Gangnam Style crosses the 1 billion view mark, and you can see the kind of things they cover here. But still, you never know when you'll see an opportunity, so it's worth it to check out the Trends blog. At this point is youtube-trends.blogspot.com. And so you can also get an idea for trending topics as well. Like this Harlem Shake is more of a general topic that a lot of folks have made videos for, so you can get ideas for things like that. But I would say the most useful tool of all, which you can get to by typing youtube.com/charts, or just do a Google search for YouTube Charts tool or YouTube Charts. And this will actually get you a little closer to your target market, just because you're able to find videos in categories. So this is going to help you get a little closer, because you know your niche, you know the category that your niche is in, and so you're going to be able to get a little more targeted. Whereas the other tools, the YouTube Trends blog and the YouTube Trends dashboard, are more surface level, general appeal stuff, not really that niche specific. But probably you're going to want to get strike up agreements with video owners that are in your specific area, so you're able to drill down into categories a little better here using this charts tool. So let's say that you have a site that's related to gaming, and what you can do is you can go into the gaming sub area, and this is going to give you some different options as far as the most viewed videos today, this week, this month, and all time. And at this point, now at the point of recording this video, the only stats that they give you are most viewed videos. They don't give you any other stats to look at as far as most shared or anything like that. Now if you scroll down, you will get, these are most shared or most embedded or most viewed on other sites. Down here, if you scroll down, currently it says popular videos around the web. So this would be, for instance, Happy Wheels with Josie Plays is as seen on twitter.com. So that means it was either embedded or shared or linked to from Twitter, probably multiple Twitters, and probably retweeted all over the place, and that's what got it on this chart. So this would be another category, not just most viewed. It is most viewed, but it's most viewed through another site or from a link on another site. And that's going to be in the same category, so you can go all the way down through all these videos. The gaming, we're still in the gaming category, and you can get all the way down to videos that have very few views, like this one you can see is on the popular videos from around the web chart, and it's only got 4,000 views. So you can see how you could end up on one of these charts, which could, if you have a video of your own, and that could, just like I said earlier, can end up with getting you a backlink and getting you additional publicity and helping your video go viral, which is part of the reason why it's valuable still to purchase views, because not so much because of ranking algorithms, although I will talk about that, but because it can get you on some of these charts, get you additional publicity on some pretty big sites, and if they link to your video or embed your video, then the thing can go viral naturally from there because you gave it kind of a kickstart. But let's go back to the charts here. So basically what we're looking at is most viewed videos today, most viewed videos this week, most viewed videos this month, and most viewed videos all time. Now as always, Google will probably change this, take away some features or add some features. So in general, what's important for you is this is sort of your first pass across the video landscape, your first look to try to figure out what videos are you going to zero in on, and then after you zero in on a few videos, that's when you're going to use some of our more other advanced tools and advanced analysis to figure out if the views that you're going to get are going to be steady. Now pretty much if it's most viewed all time, you're going to get it's going to be a pretty good choice. I mean, a video like this, it's most viewed all time. It's so popular that if you look at the statistics, public statistics have been disabled. Let me find a good example of this. Alright, here we have another one. This desert operations video is a little bit of a better example. But you can see, even though this has gone viral, obviously, and it has millions of views, let me see how many exactly, 28 million views, the views are on a steady upswing. You can see towards the end of the chart, looks like it might be leveling off a little bit. We'll give you more tools and ways that you can predict the daily views and to see, are they continuing to increase, and you can get more detail on this. We'll show you how to do that in other videos. But in general, you want to take just a general pass over it when you're looking for a video to possibly pursue to get your link or to get traffic from. And you want to look at the general trend, see where are the views coming from. Are they coming from a specific site? Like this one, most of the views are coming from desertoperations.pl. They're all the same. These look like yeah, these are domains that are owned by the actual brand. So most of the views are coming from there. It doesn't look like it's really getting a lot of views from other places. So you want to look at that in general, and you want to look for, is it a big spike or is it a general uptrend? And if it's a general uptrend and it's in your niche, then it should go on your list of videos to look deeper into to see if it might be worth pursuing a link agreement. So we'll show you in other videos how you can get in more detail about the views and figuring out if the views are going to last over time or if this is going to be a short-lived trend. But this is your first pass across the video landscape, is looking at this YouTube charts, because any video that's trending is going to show up in these charts. Any video that has a large number of views is going to show up in these charts at some point. So now if you look at all time, obviously these are going to be just top of the heap videos that are with views in the millions, and a lot of them are going to be owned by really big brands, and it might be difficult to get agreements with them. But if you're looking at most viewed videos this week and most viewed videos this month, you're going to find a lot more videos that have gone viral that are just owned by just an individual. You might find people that they hardly have any other videos in their account, or it's not an account that looks like it has any kind of a brand attached to it. And these are the ones that are great opportunities in your niche to get traffic from and to strike up agreements with. Now, some of these guys, are putting out videos every week, and they're big time video bloggers, and they're going to have a lot of their monetization already set in place. But definitely worth going through these charts, and you want to look for videos where it's put out just by a normal looking person and it just happened to go viral. And so you want to be looking for videos where the graphics aren't super amazing, where it looks a little bit more low tech. You want to just avoid if it looks like a big brand type, um, what do you call it, like a big brand username. So I'll show you, get an example here. Yeah, like something like a PlayStation here would be, it's not even really worth pursuing. They're just a huge brand. They got their monetization all set up, and they're obviously not going to let you put a link on their videos. But if you see a small time operator in here, it's definitely worth pursuing, and they do show up in these categories. Alright, and here's another place where you can find viral videos, and this would be specifically, or high traffic videos in your niche. And this is just doing a simple search in the YouTube search results, which usually you can find YouTube search box somewhere near the top of any page on YouTube. And I would just do a general search for your keyword for like a large traffic, just a similar small short phrase that gets a lot of traffic in Google. Don't get too long tail on it. And then what you can do is you can start to use some of these filters, and obviously, like I said before, the amount of information and filtering they're going to allow is probably going to change quite a bit. But you can look at when it was uploaded. You can look at how many views. You can sort by view count, and you can also look at channels, playlists, movies, and shows. You can go by the length of the video. All that stuff is not so important. The thing you can mess with a lot, though, to pick out videos that you might be able to strike up an agreement with are going to be the upload date over here, and then the view count over here. So you always want to be sorting by view count, and then you can pick different types of upload dates that you want. Say you only want videos uploaded this month for the keyword phrase chess, and you're sorting by view count. See how that works? So I've got this month and I've got view count over here on the right, and I can pick out videos that are trending this month. Now this isn't going to be giving me a view count per day. This is just a total view count, so it's going to give me the total view count. So the videos with the most views are going to end up on top, but that doesn't necessarily mean these are videos that are currently getting the most views per day. It just means that they got the most views in general, but that's still a good indicator and a good way to find high traffic videos. Now if you want to know videos that got a lot of views today, you would just click on the filter. You only want videos that are relevant for the word chess today. They were uploaded today, and then you're sorting by view counts. This is then you're gonna know any view that this got, it got today because it was only uploaded today, obviously. So this is a way you could find. Now if you see some videos in your niche that were uploaded today and have views in the thousands, then you know that's a video that's going viral in some way. Now you don't necessarily know yet if those views are going to continue to be steady, which we'll show you in other videos, but you can start to pick those out. And you're going to want to make a list of a bunch of videos that you want to look deeper into, and then watch the other videos in this course to show where I can show you how to look a little deeper into their stats to figure out how steady those views are going to be. And this week, if you look into this week here and sorted by view count, that can give you another. Sometimes it takes more than a day for these videos to get massive views. So here we have a little better example. So this in 1 week, it was uploaded within this week, and in 1 week it got 13,000 views. This would be, if I was in the chess niche, this would be a video I would definitely want to look into. You want to skip these ones in the yellow. These are actually paid ads, so they're not necessarily going viral because they're paying to show up here. So you want to skip those and go straight to the free ones, because those are the ones that are getting natural views for the most part. So then once you've made your list, you want to do another look at the videos on your list. And right now this is a video that I found in the doing a chess search. Chess, New York's trendiest game. And you want to click on this statistics button right here, which has changed locations a few times, but in general you're going to look for a place in the public YouTube area where you can look at the statistics of someone else's video. And you want to see here, you want to see a slope like this. Now in general this slope looks like it's evening out, which isn't a positive thing. We'll worry about that later though. We'll show you another tool where you can get more in detail as far as the daily views and if they're going up or down. But in general you want to see a general slope up, and I usually also check on this link here, show more events, because this is really important to see what type of events have taken place across the life of the video. And this will tell you in general where it's getting its traffic from, and you want to look down for the big numbers. That's what's really important. Embedded on Facebook, it got 1,200 views there, so it looks like it went viral on Facebook. And from a mobile device, this is a good sign, because if it's got views from a mobile device, that doesn't depend on it being embedded in a certain site. Now we've got a lot of other views sort of spread out evenly from places like Laughing Squid, Thrash Lab, etc. Now you can see here what you want to avoid is a big spike in the video statistics, because if there's a big spike, then that means if there's a big spike and you see that a lot of the views have come from one specific site, like here it's spread out pretty well, which is a good sign. But if you see that a lot of the views have come from one specific site and it was a big spike, chances are you're not going to get more views from that site. A lot of times these are blogs. You know, I've gotten my videos featured on like Boing Boing, other types of, you know, just popular life type blogs. Lifestyle blogs and things like that, or news sites, and with those sites you'll see a big spike, so it'll produce a really impressive traffic number up here. But you'll notice that all those views, when you look at the statistics, you notice all those views came in at once, and most of them came from one source, and that's usually a red flag. If you see a video like this where it's a general upslope and the videos are coming from a lot of different places, then that's a good sign, and that could make your second cut So you want to have then a secondary list of videos that have made the cut where you don't see big spikes, you see a general slope upwards, and those videos are going to be videos that you can pursue to look a little deeper with some of our other tools. Now if you go to a video like this video looks good, it has a lot of views, 747,000, but if you click on the statistics and they are disabled, it'll say public statistics have been disabled, and that's a bad sign. I usually don't go any farther at that point because there's a lot of things you don't know. You don't know if this traffic came from a spike, you don't know if it came from one particular site, you don't know if it's trending up or if it's leveled out. You don't know anything really except for just this raw number. So if you can't see the public statistics, I wouldn't go any farther at that point because it's just gonna be a big risk for you. Now what you can tell is how many subscribers they have, and that gives you a pretty good indication. Sometimes the number will be shown right here, or you could just click directly on the home page of the user's page, and usually the subscribers are listed right here for you to see in plain numbers. So you can tell a lot from the subscriber number too. You can tell, like, wow, they have a lot of subscribers, so it looks like even though they have a lot of views, probably those views came from their subscribers, and then that means their views aren't coming from search or from embeds on high traffic sites, but they're coming just because the subscribers were notified there was a new video, they came, they watched it once, and you probably won't see it again. But that's about all you can tell if you can't see those public statistics right there for the video itself. Speaking of subscribers, another thing to watch out for, and I'm looking at another video from a high traffic video from in the chess niche, and if you scroll down here you can see a lot of things look good. They've got a lot of views. There's a steady upswing of views that doesn't seem to be leveling off at all, and that looks really good. Now, one thing to watch out for though, now if this video had a spike, I would be really concerned. Now it doesn't really have a spike, but you can see here a massive number of views are coming from the subscriber module. And what that means is that a lot of these videos, like I said with the last video, a lot of these views are coming from being a subscriber. So in some way, since they have subscribed to this channel, when they uploaded the new video, the subscribers were notified in various ways through their YouTube account, and then they came and 18,000 views came from that subscriber module. Now, if that was a massive percentage of views, I would be concerned. The good thing about this video is I see some other views coming from places like YouTube search. That's good. That means, especially if there are referrals from YouTube search or from Google search, that is a really good sign, because that means that if there's any kind of steady search volume for this phrase, which you can easily go and check in the Google keyword tool, if you just type in Google keyword tool into Google, it'll lead you right there, and you can see the monthly traffic for that keyword phrase. If there's any traffic volume at all for this keyword phrase, you're going to get steady views from that if they've got referrals from that specific search. Now you can easily go into YouTube search and type in chess game and see if that video is still ranking, and actually you could just open it in your browser and look and see, is this video still ranking for chess game? And you can see yes, it is still ranking very top for chess game. So if you know that there is some search volume for this phrase chess game, you know that you're going to have steady views continuing, that it's not going to decrease at all. Same with best chess game, same process. Kasparov, these are all high traffic terms. At least chess game and Kasparov are both pretty good traffic terms in the chess niche. And you can see we've also got referrals from Google, 6,000 views from Google. So these are all good signs that you're getting, that the most of the even though a lot of views came from a related video and came from the subscriber module, you have a big percentage of the views are coming from search, from Google, and from mobile devices, which again is not specific. It doesn't give you a specific source, but that means that they're probably not from embeds. So this would be the type of a video that would be a good one to pursue because you've got a good steady amount of traffic coming in. Now we're going to, again, I've said this a number of times in this video, we're going to show you how you can look in detail to see the views per day, and I'm going to show you that in another video, just before you pull the trigger to make an agreement. But again, a video like this would be the one that you'd want to look at. You want to look at a lot of views coming from search, a lot of views coming from Google, and not big spikes coming from subscriber module views or from embeds on popular sites that are going to slowly fade off. So a video like this is the kind of video that you want to pursue for this type of technique. Then the one last thing that you can do is to copy this URL and go into the Majestic SEO Site Explorer. It's going to be a free, and you're going to have to log in, create an account with Majestic SEO to see this, but it's a free account and you'll be able to get this data. And you paste that URL, just right click paste into the Site Explorer. I would use historic index and then click explore. And what this is going to give you is, does the video have external backlinks to it, pointing to it? In other words, are any other websites linking to it directly other than YouTube? And if you see some backlinks here, this is another good sign that consistent traffic is probably something you could predict for that video. Because if it has external backlinks, and especially if the backlinks have some good domains behind them, you can also click on the referring domains tab, and you can see what type of sites are linking to that video. And I'm going over here. You can see the citation or the Alexa rank of the back of the domains that are linking to it. You can see the trust flow, and I'm not going to get into all these metrics that Majestic SEO has set up. You can go on their site and read all about the metrics, what those mean. But in general, if you see good backlinks for the video, then that's another sign that the traffic is probably going to be consistent, because those backlinks will help it to rank in Google search. Not so much with YouTube search, but in Google search, they will help it to rank. So those are some of the tests you can do, and then you want to have a final list that meets all those criteria that I listed, and you'll take that list and run it through a couple of other tests that we're going to talk about in subsequent videos.